What's really fucking good? Victory fucking Friday. Riding this high. It's your boy Mill.
Your boy Pat.
You already know what it is. You tap in right now on base soil, where only you come through to get some of the best 49ers content that is out there from the realest fans that's really out here in the field. My brother, how you doing? Happy Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a great Friday, Victory Friday. Hit a little different. You know what I'm saying? Used to Victory Mondays, even a Victory Tuesday, but that Friday, yes, it's a little different, but vibes are high.
Nah, very, very high vibes. Definitely hit different on a Friday. Go ahead and tap in to see what's going on in the chat. Everybody, thank y'all for coming through. Y'all know what I'm saying? Filing in shortly. We got Ramilia back in the building. Y'all know what I'm
What
saying?
it
The
do? What
Rams
it
fans.
do?
Yeah, nah, little week late. But it's all good. Thank you for tapping in. FC will stay
Appreciate y'all
real.
coming through. We ain't gonna kick y'all while y'all down. Y'all fought a little harder than we maybe wanted. Not necessarily. I didn't expect y'all to have a little life, but whatever. We here. We on to who's next? Arizona, the next
Yeah,
victim. But we celebrating today. A good
you know what I'm
victory
saying?
all the way around.
2 games in less than a week's time frame. 2 wins is nothing. Shout out to homie Chris
Hey,
here, you know what I'm saying? Clocking
salute to
in
that
right now.
clocking out on that Friday, man.
Okay, all right, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know
clocking
what I'm
out.
saying,
The
man?
weekend
Roll with it.
begins, and the
Smoke with
weekend
it.
is
You got it. You know what I'm
underway.
saying? We're going to definitely take you into the weekend, my boy. Because,
Nice.
man, me and Pat are riding that high right now from the game. Bruh,
For sure.
I've just been, I ain't going to lie, bro. It took me a minute to go to sleep last night because I was just so juiced. Levi'S Stadium, people want to talk shit. Best stadium out there, bro, in terms of just atmosphere. The fans be too lit, bro. Like, how you feeling, bro? Like, what was the wind down like after the game, bro? That shit was. It took me a minute to go to sleep.
No, I pretty much crashed out when I got home. I ain't gonna lie. it was a lot of festivities throughout the day, man. We was
That's true.
on one
That's true.
little fake tailgate. We got the pregame going, and then we was moving around. You know, we was in the little club section. You know, getting the food or whatever the case may be.
Man,
So we was just back and forth, moving around the whole time. It was a
man.
great game. Daniel Jones posed no threat. So we was kind of just riding the vibes, like going with the flow,
Yeah, no,
man.
it
It was
was
a
the game.
great way to kick off Levi's for the
I was gonna
season.
say the we didn't really tap in. We gonna get into the game in a second, but we didn't really tap into like third quarters when we really like locked in. You know what I'm saying for the game. But yeah, no, Daniel
Sure.
Jones was just out there getting cardio. You feel me? You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Shout out Ramillion. I'm still here. Great show, fellas. We appreciate you, my
Facts, bro.
boy. You know what
Appreciate you.
I'm saying? Now we trying to get to where you at. I forgot to even say, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, right now, hit that like, subscribe button. Turn on your damn notifications because you'll never know when we're going to go live. We are a Monday through Friday podcast. We're going to try and give it to you twice a week. Pause. And you know what I'm saying? Just really come through with just really great content for the Niner fans and just NFL fans in general. Let's go and transition into why everyone is here. The 49ers smoked the G-Men. Brock Purdy, 25 or 37, 310 yards, 2 touchdowns, no INTs. CMC had 18 totes for about 85 yards and 1 touchdown. And Deebo Samuel, my dog, came out there, went crazy, 129 yards, 1 touchdown. I think it was about like 8 yards per catch, some shit like that. But overall, man, just great offensive performance. Really felt methodical with just like how they were trying to figure out the Giants' defense, and then kind of just exploded in the second half. But I mean, what was your take on the offense and how they was looking out there? Your boy Glock, you know what I'm saying, was good. Talk about your boy Glock.
Man, he was doing his thing, man. Like he did have a couple of throws that were, I would say, quote unquote, in harm's way. But for the most part, you know how I feel about him. Like I always feel like his misses are in a safe spot. You know what I'm saying? So he runs Kyle's well-oiled machine how he expects it. He
Man,
did get blitzed a lot. You feel me? He handled the blitz
they
really
blitzed him a lot.
well. You feel me? There were a couple throwaways where it's like, oh, he clearly was throwing the ball away, but you'll live with it. Live and fight another down rather than force it and try to get a turnover. So I thought he played a hell of a game. Everybody was doing their thing. We didn't get like a crazy CMC game, but he's consistent. You feel me? Like This
Man.
is considered like a bad game for CMC with a touchdown at 85. You feel me? Just a light.
Right. No, yeah,
We didn't need him. We didn't need him to go crazy. You feel me? So like it's perfect. Kittle showed up. He had about 90 yards or something like that.
Yeah, we had 90 yards. Yep, 7 catches, 90 yards. Mm-hmm.
My boy was hooping, man. And then Debo, you feel me? The prime time, Debo gonna show up when the stars is out. Like everybody popped out. It was prime time game. Debo did his thing, man. Like normally Debo's not gonna route you to death, but he hit that slow go, that slant to go on dude, and it was just money.
I didn't know that, bro. I didn't know that was a Dory Jackson until I got home, bro. I forgot he was still.
I didn't even know that either.
Bro, that was funny. Dory Jackson.
So you just said that,
bro. That's USC. Funny. Hey, hold your head up, bro.
Torch all USC.
Not for sure. Routed that man, y'all saying.
And Purdy threw a dot. He damn near, it was like a little fadeaway, like off the back foot. When he did the little spin around. Like, oh, my boy, a fool with it. Yeah, like Purdy be playing with a little swag, man. People underestimate
for sure today.
Yeah, man. So I'm very. Only thing I'll say from the offense is, man, I just want more touchdowns opposed to all these damn field goals, but. Like that's being overly critical.
Hold on. We are Jake Moody stands over here. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. Like he's doing his thing, but I prefer 6 over 3. You feel me? So that's only criticism I have really if we're gonna like nitpick something. But for the most part, I'm satisfied with how we look.
Yeah, definitely.
Sir, Debo.
Definitely came out going crazy, bro. Shout out to chat. You know what I'm saying? My boy rocking new era, fucking with the kid. You know what I'm saying? Morning Roast is in the building. You know what I'm saying? My boy said he about to crack open a cold one.
Salute, my brother.
In, man.
Cheers to the weekend, family.
Nah, facts. Happy Friday, man. Nah. It was definitely a slow start in the beginning for Purdy. Almost threw that pick, but like it wasn't. I mean, it was just like you said, Brock is Brock. Not going to push the ball too far down the field, but just stays within the comfort of his own.
Hold on, no. Did you see the stat? Did you see the stat?
The 10 yards. Go ahead and drop the stat.
Purdy is number one. I don't got it with me, but Purdy is the
10-yard throw, bro. Like
10 yards plus. 10 yard plus. They said Purdy's number one in percentage right now.
I need to see it.
But
the plus 20 yard stat.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. But they definitely got the 10 yard stat.
For sure. And then, like I said, too, with the 25 plus yarders, with Kyle's offense, you get maybe 1 or 2 of those a game. So if you don't hit your one, you probably ain't gonna get another where Kyle go. You feel me? Kyle gonna make you keep coming across the field. But for the most part, like you said, man, he did.
The pass to George, the layer throw, that was nice on the sideline. The pass he threw, of course, the fade route to Debo. The Ronnie Bell touchdown was nice. You know what I'm saying? Just a quick little blitz coming in the face still. Went ahead and caught that motherfucker. Man, I didn't know.
Ronnie Bell touchdown was tough.
Ronnie Bell, bro, that was not on the bingo card seeing Ronnie Bell score a touchdown last night, but he got his 2 feet in. That was crazy.
And then even before that, remember when we lined up, we like, damn, Ronnie Bell lining up on punt.
Oh, yeah, no.
He made that good-ass tackle, bro. It was crazy, bro. Ronnie Bell was hooping, bro.
Ronnie Bell as a
the special teams tackle and a touchdown, bro. It's a good look for the Rook, man. That's going to keep you in Kyle's favor right there. Like,
facts.
When the numbers called on, just be ready.
You will not be in the doghouse.
You're not going to get a lot of ops. Yeah, you're not going to get a lot of ops, but when your number get called, you ready? That's the way to keep Kyle on your good side, man. Or you stay on Kyle's good side, I would say.
Facts. Shout out Uncle T, you know what I'm saying, in the building. A lot of yak on that.
Man. No. Yes, sir. That's what they do.
Do you know how many yak yards was attested to Brock Purdy's 300?
How much?
200. It was 200 yak yards in total for the after the catch. But it was, I mean, that's just a crazy stat in itself. But
I mean, honestly, if you look at Jimmy's, his was probably like that per game too. Like, you feel me? That's what our offense looks like. That's what Kyle looks for in football players, guys that catch the ball and break a tackle or two and run after the catch.
Even Kittle broke down on the after the show with Sherman them, just about them going over like videos and stuff like that, looking at yak highlights and just ways to kind of just get yards after the catch. Pretty much he said, like, if you're not doing that in this offense, like, you probably not gonna get the ball like that, pretty much. So definitely heavily predicated on the yak. Debo came out with just like a fire, bro. Like I don't know. Like he was out there. The one that he almost broke on the screen on 3rd and 13. Man, I thought he was out of there from our
I
angle.
thought he was to the crib, bro.
Man, well, we was that,
thought he was to the crib.
Oh, he that little crease, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. It looked like he had that separation, but it's like, bro, I don't know how, bro. It'd be like 3 or 4 people around Debo, and it's just like all of them end up on the floor, and he does not. Like it'd be crazy, bro. Like it is crazy. It's like no way he gonna make it out of this, and he just be like still his feet still be moving, bro. Like it's crazy.
Breaking tackles. His longest one, I think, was like 39 yards, something like that, and he was breaking. The one where he broke all the tackles in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Like I think it was like 3 or 4 tackles he broke. Still kept going. Couple slants here and there. Screens was just like, man, Deebo Samuel, ultimate weapon. My favorite 49er, you know what I'm saying? Just going crazy, bro. So that was a good look. Elijah Mitchell, I apologize. No longer damaged goods as of right now. He was out there getting in a good little work in his bag. I believe he had 11 carries, if I'm not mistaken. And he just looked really solid out there, running behind the line, giving CMC good spells. We thought CMC was going to have 15. He actually had 18, but it felt like a lot less from what it was seeing.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like they forced an issue with CMC. Like Elijah was able to get in there for a nice amount of plays and get some rhythm, and not necessarily always, all right, we need you just to run the ball in this play. Like they were mixing it in a little bit. Even if he didn't catch it, he was in some pass pro a few times. So he was able to at least get his feet wet, get some rhythm going, and you know what I'm saying, make a couple of plays. So I'm satisfied. Like I said, I feel comfortable with Elijah back there too. I just know he's the type of dude that he got to get his pads going. Because he don't really avoid contact. Like CMC is gonna kind of juke you. He's strong too. Don't get me wrong. But CMC will juke you more than Elijah. Elijah's small, but he's trying to run through you for the most part. Like,
man,
he's not for the bullshit, bro. Like, that's how he be hurt, bro. Because he's not for the bullshit, bro. He's trying to run through you, bro. So like, you feel me? Long as he can just stay healthy and get his touches and get his pads going, he's gonna have some good games. I'm looking forward to our offense really getting unlocked, man.
Yeah, no, facts, big facts. No, this boy, my boy Chris M, said anyone else thinks it's different saying Ronnie Bell with number 10 instead of Jimmy G.
Honestly, last night I didn't even think about it. In the preseason, it kind of was, but last night it didn't even cross my mind.
So there's like a thing going on right now that I guess the number 10 is a little cursed with Mitty G, and I believe it was Kyle Williams that wore number 10 as well. And a lot of people have been asking, should Ronnie Bell change his number because
hell no, that ain't got nothing to do with him, bro. And first of all, like I don't know. Jimmy was hurt a lot, but I don't feel like Jimmy was necessarily a failure, though. You know what I'm saying? We know he has his limitations. He kind of was what he was, but I wouldn't look at that as a failure. You feel me? Like we expected more for sure, and we got sick of his bullshit. But for the most part, like, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Maybe it was just me. Maybe it was just me.
That's hella funny. No. Preseason though, for sure. Preseason, I was definitely on that. Like, damn, bro, like number 10 looks agile and shit now. Like he's out here making plays and shit. Like this shit's different. Like Jimmy wasn't really fast, so it's like he looks like an actual skill player. Like it looked weird, but now last night I really ain't even think about it.
I mean, I was more or less thinking more about Kyle Williams when people was bringing it up, but like that shit was so long ago, and he wasn't with the team for hell long like that anyway. So I kind of more associate number 10 with Jimmy G, but you know me, my motto, Mitty G is mid, Ronnie Bell is not. So maybe he'll take the number 10 to a new level. I ain't gonna lie.
And then even Kyle Williams, I mean, he had one fucked up play, but he wasn't terrible. You feel me? It wasn't like he was a bust or nothing.
Yeah,
like
I don't know, but he had two bad misses in that game.
The game. Well, one bad game, I should say. Yeah, not one bad play, one bad game. But you feel me? For the most part, I wouldn't feel it's not like we drafted him top 10 and he was just a bust or something like that. You feel me? Like,
no, that's fine.
Outside of that game, I don't really have no ill will towards Kyle Williams.
I did at the time, but
I didn't take it that. I was mad, but I didn't take it that.
There's There's some tweets I need to delete if we ever blow up. That probably would get me in a lot of trouble for what I said about Kyle Williams after that game. No death threats. Now, I'm saying we're not trying to kill nobody, but it was some vulgar words said about
Called
Kyle
him out
Williams.
his name a couple times.
Yes. His mother would be upset with me. That's all.
Alex, my
you know
boy.
That's 125 in the
Yes,
building,
sir.
y'all.
My boy.
So, bring Dwight Howard to the Bay. That is
They
not
said,
gonna happen.
yeah, they said it's out. They said it's
out. Did you see that? They're not going to bring in Dwight?
Yeah. They're not bringing in nobody, I heard, for training camp. Like they said, we'd roll with what we got, keeping the 14th spot open. So,
what do you think? So you think he just went down there for cardio, and then Draymond and CP3 just gave like the he ain't ready, or that was already predetermined from Bob and Steve, or Bob and
I'm about to say Bob don't live there no more.
Man,
Bob don't live here no more, man.
My bad, bro. Mike Dunleavy and Steve Kerr, do you think they just went ahead and made that call, or
what? Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know what was going on. Maybe they didn't see what they needed to see, or they just like, this is like not going to put us over the needle. So it's kind of just like whatever at this moment. We don't have to sign him right now. Even if we still want Dwight, we can get him when the season starts. We don't have to make him go through training camp and maybe take up a rookie spot or whatever the case may be. Like, we know what he got. We know what we've seen. We're either cool with it or we ain't. So I don't necessarily think he looked bad. I just feel like it probably wasn't like it didn't blow him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would have had to like do something hella impressive for us to be like, we need that right now. But for the most part, they feel like, man, it'll be there later if that's what we decide to do. What you say?
Alex said they went out for a night in LA.
And then two, your boy Jason Dumas broke the news about Dwight being out here and then going to LA, and then Draymond wasn't really feeling that. You know what I'm saying? So that could have been played a part too. Like, however the media got a hold of this or the news got out, they wasn't really feeling like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, we are not clutch, sir. We are
not.
We ain't about that. You feel me?
Not about to be dropping dimes. Yeah, and we didn't went through too much last year, so they probably trying to nip stuff like that in the bud. And that's just speculation at this point. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall. So
I mean, plus also too, I saw they're really high on Trace TDJ, Trace Davis Jackson out the draft. Him, Looney, Draymond, and Sarge. I mean, that's 4 bigs right there. Knowing how the Warriors have won.
Yeah, right. 4 bigs in the Warriors system.
I mean, we really have enough bigs already. It's going to be about shooting, and everybody's getting rebounds, bro.
They was on Twitter talking about Dwight came in and he measured too tall. Like, in his physical, they like, no, you too tall for the Warrior roster, bro.
That's no, I could definitely see that. No Dwight Howard guys. Definitely got to be a reason, Alex, for sure, but we'll never know what it is. But
I don't feel like Dwight Howard is like.
I don't think it's like the make or break on us winning.
Yeah, and it also I feel like we got Steph, bro. Steph could kick it with and get along with anybody, bro. Like, you feel me? Steph don't need like Dwight Howard like playing around and shit. Steph, I feel like him and Steph would be actually cool. Like, you know. Now Chris Paul and Dwight Howard, that might be.
They never played together, right? Yeah, they never played together. Yeah, I think Dwight probably too goofy for.
Chris Paul. This is Chris like, Paul, bro, I have no time to be playing right now.
Shit, low key, maybe even Draymond. You know what I'm saying? Draymond, you know what I'm saying? He'll be fucking with too many jokes and shit like that. So that could have been it. Him when he went to LA and just doing the workout with CP3 and Draymond, they might have, you know what I'm saying, just didn't really feel the vibes were right. But yeah, no, that's crazy. Going to transition back to the Niners. I want to go ahead and give a quick transition to the boy Trent Williams. A nice one piece. So can you see this right here?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can make it a little bit. Nice one piece to I think AJ Jackson or something like that. I forgot bro's name, number 91. But look, clearly pushes Banks when we're trying to do victory formation. He hits Banks. I think he even gave Trent a small uppercut before this punch. Like, what was this dude's problem, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? This is Bush League as hell. He's a weak ass nigga from the Rams. Never even knew who he was until he got knocked the fuck out right here. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Nice. Hey, Banks and Trent Williams just
Like, why would you want to smoke with them too, though? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, I guess if they did something to you, you feel like you gotta get your lick back, but not you just doing stuff just to be doing it, bro. And they was doing weird little stuff all game, so it was just like, I don't know.
It was like there was a play earlier where Trent pulled him down. I guess it was like they said,
yeah.
Williams on the backside of runs. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking sleeping this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, still, bro. Like, come on, man. You want to go one toe to toe with two of the best like offensive linemen in the league, especially Trent Williams. Like, you gonna
Who is that? Is that 90? Is that 91?
Yep.
Oh yeah, he was probably frustrated too because he was getting tossed around low key all day. Like, yeah, they was Banks and Trent was putting him on his ass. So I don't. Yeah, he probably got sick of it, but he gave a cold look. Hey, that's one thing Trent Williams gonna do. Don't tell him to take off on you, boy. You gonna do it. You better ask Sherm. You better ask Sherm, boy.
Sherman knows exactly what that feels like.
He is not one of them, boy.
Like, bro, low key, that wasn't even as hard as he hit Sherm. You know what I'm saying? That was just a little love tap. This low key, a little love tap right here. Bam.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A little hook.
You better get your shit together.
Richard Sherman was crazy. You know, that was tough. That was tough to see for sure. I ain't gonna hold you. But we'll go ahead and transition over to the motherfucking defense. 49ers defense showed out, you know what I'm saying? OG Gibson, 5 tackles yesterday. Dre Greenlaw with 5 tackles. Nick Bosa with 3 tackles and his first sack of the season. So that was pretty dope to be there for that.
He didn't get 2? Oh, no, because it was on a 2-point conversion.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, that should have been
weak.
So you talking about the safety or you talking about the original sack?
No, the other sack, because one of them was on a 2-point conversion, and they said
that was the one where with Armstead. Was that the one with Armstead?
No, I think it was no. Okay. Armstead and then was like midfield, wasn't it?
Nah, because remember we was like, okay, we thought I think that's the one. I think that's the one they gave Nick Bosa the sack for, and I said they might give it to Eric because he was in there on it. So I think they gave Nick Bosa the sack for that one. But the
one
other
that was almost a safety.
Yeah. No. It was they were on the other end of the field. Like I think they was in the red zone actually.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. But what was the one you were talking about for the 2-point conversion?
I just seen something on Twitter that said one of his sacks didn't count as a sack because it was a 2-point conversion. So that might have been the same play or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. Okay. But I know. So who is the one that was almost a safety? That was not a sack? That was his only sack.
That was, I guess that might have been the only sack then. Because then maybe the one with Armstead was the one they didn't count that you're referring to.
Maybe.
Because that should have definitely been a sack. But it was probably the one where it should have been a safety. They asked Nick after the game, did you think it was a safety? He said no, just from being in the league and shit like that. So
yeah.
Even though from where we were sitting, bro, we was right there. Did it look like a safety?
Kind of in real time, but once you watch the replay, you see he grabbed them before they was in the end zone, and his momentum carried them. But you know, like with a situation like that, you got to pretty much be like, your whole body got to be in the end zone. You can't even be like borderline. It has to be. Yeah, they're not. Yeah,
you feel me? Like
exactly.
All the way to the end zone. Yeah, no, that's real. That's real.
But our defense was flying around, man. Cleveland Farrell, I got to keep giving his props. He was setting the edge. Hargrave, he was doing his thing. 99, he was making a couple of plays. I don't think he had a sack, but he was, man. Kinlaw, man, he ain't got the stats probably to show it right now, but his energy and his penetration is
he's starting
to make his presence felt. Yeah, and then I felt like our secondary was a little bit loose at times.
Yeah,
I want us to be a little bit more stingy.
Was this the worst game for our corners so far this year?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, last week they was getting their ass. Yeah, I'm about to say last week they was getting hit the fuck up. This week it was just kind of like, you feel me? They was a little bit soft. They buckled down when they had to, but the Rams, they was in like first half, bro. The first half Rams,
they was going crazy. They was going crazy. It was tough to see Demo catch that DPI. No, we didn't get his head around, and I think Embry went down. He went down with an injury yesterday, or was that before the game? But
Embry got hurt last week.
That was last week. Okay, so that was last week. But Isaiah Oliver looked pretty good out there. Like he's probably looked the most consistent week to week in terms of play. But tough game for Demo. Mooney had 2 pass deflections, so I did want to note that.
Okay.
How'd
I
you
need a
think?
pick from him.
Yeah, you definitely another interception
Yeah,
from him.
like
But
I need him to be that elite type of corner. You know what I'm saying? I want him.
I don't know if he's ever going to be the elite corner, because even when he came over from the Chiefs, like he was a good like stopper in terms of corner, but in terms of like getting interceptions, I don't think that's like more his game though. Like getting a whole bunch of interceptions. What would you say?
My bad.
Well,
It's the nah, for sure. My bad. It's the way it's starting to look. Like I want him to take that next step into that type of, but he's not there yet. Maybe he don't develop into that, but I think he got the intangibles to do it. That's why I just be expecting a little bit more. But also I know that part of it is based on how our defense plays. Like, you know, our coverage is like in the zone concept for the most part, so they're going to be sagging off, keeping everybody in front of them. But it's just I want us just to be stingy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want us to make that step and just not give nobody nothing. Like Mahomes, we can't let him get the type of rhythm that Stafford had last week. Otherwise, you've seen what he did to us last year. You feel me? So like there's certain times where you got to be stingy. Daniel Jones, that's an opportunity for us to really build our confidence and have, like I said, I wanted us to have like four takeaways, but I mean we had a couple, but it wasn't like that dominant type of defense that I want to see.
It wasn't like week 1.
Like, yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying? And then like just based on what the Giants putting out there, like we should have dominated that even more. Like they're moving the ball a little bit, getting a couple third downs. Like, bro, it's like we gotta just be overly critical about the defense, man, because I feel like that's our. Although Kyle is an offensive genius, our defense kind of been what it's been. Staple. You feel me? Like our staple for like, you feel me? All the years we've been good.
Yeah, defense and run game definitely heavy predicated into all the wins that we attribute here in San Francisco. With them versus their receivers, though, I will say it didn't really. I had totally forgot Darren Waller was out there until we had like got back in the car and was heading home. I was like, damn, Darren Waller was out there today. I did not see him do anything.
Yeah, he only had like 1 or 2 catches for
they
whoever was. I don't even know who was guarding him, but I think the one time he had a catch, I think Oliver might have been on him or something. But it wasn't really like it was bad defense. It was kind of like just they found the gap in our zone. But he didn't do nothing that really stuck out. They tried to go to him like deep on like 1 3rd down, and I feel like that was like the last time he saw the ball. But I mean, if we got to take anybody away, let's take him away and make these other dudes beat us. So I feel like they stuck to the game plan.
Definitely stuck to the game plan. So them down on that end. They were driving a little bit, so like they would have like good methodical drives, but just weren't getting in the end zone for most of the part. And the defense kind of stifled them in the second half, I would say. No Saquon. What'd you think of your first time seeing Daniel Jones play?
I mean, ain't nobody I'm gonna remember. Like he's just a guy. Somebody's gonna have to remind me who was on this team when we look back at it. When we're like, oh shit, Daniel Jones was the quarterback of that Giants game. Like,
they wasn't nobody. That is a top 5 paid quarterback that we saw last night.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, and that's a slap in Saquon's face if you ask me. Because look at that team without him, bro. Like, look at what they are without him.
Yeah, I still feel like Saquon should have held out for more. Just knowing exactly how the Giants are, but
I just don't understand how they just based off Daniel Jones 1 good year, you're gonna say everything Saquon did the past 2-3 years don't matter. Like y'all crazy.
I don't know what they got going on in that front office, but Daniel Jones might want to give some of that money to Saquon, bro. Because from what I saw last night, you're not that guy. You're really not that guy. Yeah, no, thanks. Shout out to Grave Dicker, Javon Hargraves, 1 sack, 3 tackles. Really flashes out there.
Man, he's so damn fast. Like we knew he was strong, but like I just didn't realize, he was that fast and quick. Like I knew he made plays, but it's just like goodness gracious. Seeing him on your team, you kind of watch it a little bit more. So it's like He's ridiculous. But it's like he in the backfield as soon as they damn near snap the ball, bro. It's crazy.
Right now, that should be crazy. Now guards can't stop him. They don't really double team him like that. So like, I mean, just with the defensive alignment that we have, it's kind of hard to double team anyone outside of Nick Bosa. So he's just.
But
all year.
You got to think too. Like, if you don't double team him, you gonna let Eric Armstead go 1-on-1, a dude who's gonna swat every pass. Mm-hmm. Like, you feel me? He's 6'7". You feel me? You can't let him get. You feel me? He's gonna block. At least Hargrave, he's fast and he might get to you, but you could probably throw over the top. If Armstead get in your face, you done, bro. Like your arm angle's thrown off, like everything.
Like. did you feel like you saw a lot of Drake out there this last game? Because I mean, he was a little quiet.
I don't feel like I wasn't like looking for
much, but yeah, go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say the first 2 downs, I think they were rocking Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken, and bringing Drake in on third. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily feel like he was doing anything wrong, but he didn't flash off the screen like he did in week 1.
Yeah.
Even last week, I felt like he made some plays, but they're probably looking at him as like Cleveland's doing his hell of a job in the run fit right now, so there's no need to really switch that up. Not saying Drake's not doing good, but I just feel like Cleveland is really in his bag right now in the run game. So they probably just rocking with that and let them rock that, and then Drake doing on third down. And as far as that goes, it's like we got so many dudes getting to the quarterback. It's like it's damn near somebody different on every play. So
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd have heard only 2 sacks that were on the stat chart, but.
How many pressures though? How many pressures though? Because Daniel was throwing up bullshit trying to get rid of the ball. So like, we may not always get sacks, but compared to last week, like with the Rams, Stafford was back there comfortable. This time, Daniel Jones was at least running for his life, and he was just getting the ball out. It wasn't necessarily like they weren't getting there. He was shook for sure. Like, did you see the clip of when he was looking at that our defense?
Oh yeah, hell yeah! No, he was.
Yeah,
he was crazy.
He was seeing ghosts. Like that's Sam Darnold call right there. Damn, I was seeing ghosts. They just ain't gonna mic it up and put it on NFL films. But all them football quarterbacks be thinking that shit.
Nah, yeah. When you start getting the pressure like how we was getting it, is only inevitable for him to start looking out there, go looking crazy. Oh, my boy, Sam keep dropping that shit. Now I got you, gang violence. 4-0 incoming for sure. Nah, bro, the Cardinals, no chance.
They're finishing last in our division. Damn near might be last in the league. Like they're a little bit of competitive than I guess whatever.
They're more competitive, even though like the NFL, they say people don't tank like that because it's kind of hard. Like you know what I'm saying, like to just go out there and just really whoop it, but like even the weak teams,
yes, they do. Bro, they're still in trying to win right now, but the Panthers are tanking. And
the Panthers tanking? I just don't. I don't think they just have because the Panthers' defense is really good, but their offense ain't got no weapons on offense.
And the Cardinals, they tank it too. I just feel like right now it's just too early to be hella obvious. Everybody's still trying to put out good film. Give it a couple weeks, bro. People mentally checking out. But don't even worry about it. They seeing the front office what they got going on. Folks gonna start checking out. Don't even worry about it.
Definitely by like week 14, 15.
Hell no, it's gonna be earlier than that. It's gonna be like 8 to 10. Week 8 to 10, folks. Folks gonna start realizing, like, damn, we not even getting we getting these close games and we just not getting it. Like, oh yeah, they gonna start. Fuck it, we ain't gonna win anyway.
I mean, I felt like the Cardinals was gonna win last week. How they started off, them niggas started off hella hot versus Giants.
For sure.
But once it starts setting in, like what are we really playing for? Definitely tanking.
They out there throwing Josh Dobbs out there, my boy. Like, come on.
Josh Dobbs ran over Xavier McKinney. Like,
yeah, he did. I will give him that. But ain't no way you about to throw him out there and tell me you trying to win, bro.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
And then they put Buda Baker on IR and shit. Like,
no. I mean, they are trying everything on paper to tank.
Yeah.
But on Sundays, you know what I'm saying, we still gonna call plays and shit. So
for sure, it's still early. Them folks, their body's still feeling good. They're still trying to put out good tape. Give it a couple weeks. They gonna
Right. Well, my boy Rockin' New Era said Cardinals always face the Niners tough. no matter how trash they are. So we definitely
No,
gonna
it's division rivals. You gotta always expect
go
that.
back and
But
say that. Yeah, we even said that with the Rams too.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just the familiarity.
Fucking.
My boy said, "Damn, Niners with a 50."
We got scored. Niners winning 53-7 versus the Cards. Now, I mean, we said that.
I'll drop a prediction. I gotta see who the Cardinals play this week. I will give a prediction next week.
I gotta see what they play now. We'll definitely do our prediction next week. But I liked how they played last week. And even the week before that, like James Conner, I tried to trade for him in one fantasy league. So
yeah,
they're doing a little something over there. But definitely got to go get that first pick. With your boy Huff, you know what I'm saying, with Twin. How is he always like around? I really want to ask Fred Warner if we ever can ask him, like, bro, like, do you be knowing where Huff is at, like when you're tipping the ball? Like, you gotta just know, because it's like at least 3 weeks in a row. Every time you get like a pass deflection, he tip it right to Hufanga, and it just came down like a heavy. We watched that shit happen in live time. So I mean, like, what is that with just Huff and Fred Warner, bro?
I don't have no idea. Like I gotta attribute it to like they read the play so fast and they're always by the ball. Like that's kind of what I just like give it to. And then Fred Warner, he's always by the ball. So once he gets his hand on it, Huff is coming in from the back end, a little couple steps behind him, always there for the clean up. But like literally, you put the film on, and a lot of people might get faked out, but Fred and Huff are literally still like always like, nah, you might have whooped them, but you ain't whooped me. Like even Dre Greenlaw, he's always around the ball too, but he gets a little overly aggressive. He'll get caught on the fake.
That's Dirty Dre. That's Dirty Dre.
He might actually think the running back got it, but then if the running back don't got it, now you got to get hit because I thought you had it. So that's just Dre. So it is what it is. But like,
that's my dog, though.
Yeah, Huff and Fred are always solid. They just always know where the play's going, where the ball is, and they always in the right spot. But you're right though, bro. It's like you said, like as soon as the ball gets tipped, we didn't even see who was around, but you just know 29 is gonna sneak in and it's gonna be him, bro. Like,
trailing, bro. He just trailing, bro. Like, no, that shit is
the ball. It finds him, bro. Like, yeah, that man, he good, man. He
was that 3? Is that 3 on the year already or 2?
2.
Did he get 1 versus Steelers?
Yes, he got 1 versus the Steelers. Did he get 1 versus the Rams?
I thought he got 1 versus the Rams too. I know Demo got 1, and I think Isaiah Oliver got the other one. Did we get 1?
Yeah. I think
maybe it's only 2. Maybe it's only 2.
So he got 2.
Yep. Feel like 3, but damn, like man, I think we're like almost leading the league in interceptions too right now. We get a lot of picks, which has been pretty sick. Despite how the DBs look, some from time to time, even though it's the NFL, you know what I'm saying, shit gonna happen, but. Keep getting picks out there, defense. Y'all going crazy, bro. Got to give a shout out one more time to the legend himself, Jake Moody. 3 for 3, 12 points on the game, longest of a 36, bro. I don't want to jinx it, but will Moody miss?
Good.
Will Moody miss this year?
I mean, I gotta assume so. I don't think he's necessarily gonna be perfect. That's pretty hard. Like I'm saying. I don't necessarily.
Has Tucker ever been perfect in the season?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I just feel like that's hard to do. So he may get 1, but I feel confident with Moody, man. I feel like he's gonna knock him down when we need him to knock him down. That's all that matters.
Man, his kicking style. If you ever look at it, it's kind of funny. Like he kind of like does like a spin off. Just watch when he kicks it. Like it's not like a full follow through, but that should just be kind of funny to me how he kicks the ball. That motherfucker be going in. So definitely shout out to, you know what I'm saying, my boy Moody. Goody with Moody for sure. Rocking new era for sure. Good with Moody, man. My boy Chris M. rocking, hurting at least 1 deep ball to give me 4 tugs, but at least 1 deep ball. Chicks dig the deep balls. And we do got to pause on that. How you feel about the deep? Because I mean, honestly, at this point, I just know what Purdy is. I don't think he's ever gonna have like a deep ball game like that. Pause. But with like, I mean, don't you just get into the playmakers, bro? Just doing what you got to do, bro. Like, I mean, people feel like they're always gonna have just talking shit about Purdy in terms of not being able to have the arm strength to go deep. But you've been strong on this point. Do you think it matters come, let's say, when we play the Cowboys? Maybe we're not even going to go to the playoffs right now, but come 2 weeks from now when we got to play the Cowgirls, without Trayvon Diggs, do you think the deep ball is going to matter in that game?
I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I don't really think that's a huge part of our offense, so I don't really think it matters that much. But I think we'll see. You feel me? Versus one of the better defenses. But also with the Cowboys, that's a team where you don't have much time to throw the ball deep. So, you know what I'm saying? Well,
see, I think just me going off of Madden, playing the Kyle Shanahan scheme a lot. There's a lot of fade routes, a lot of deep, like Debo, you know what I'm saying, with the stuttering goals. There is some sluggo action within Kyle Shanahan's scheme. Not every deep ball is going to be deep ball, but I just think with the quarterbacks that we've had since he's been here, we haven't been able to really test the deep ball for his scheme. So he kind of just wants to stay within the 20 yards and down range. But after seeing what we did yesterday, bro, like with the Yak Bros, bro, like it's really gonna be hard to stop Debo, Kittle, and Ayuk and fucking Christian McCaffrey throughout a whole 4 quarters of football to stop them from beating you. So I will say, what do you think was attested to in the beginning with Purdy just kind of like having a slow start?
I don't know. I'd probably have to go back and look at it, but I just feel like with our offense, it's one of them things where you gotta get in rhythm. He probably wasn't going down the field much from what I remember. They was throwing a lot of screens and like there was a lot of short passes. So I don't know, but I'd have to go back and look at it. I ain't too sure.
I mean, our offense has always been predicated off the run game. So like, as long as we got that, as long as teams don't stop that, Christian McCaffrey or Elijah Mitchell just able to keep those safeties out of the box when we do want to throw it, still opens up things. So I think just as long as we're able to run the ball, like we usually are pretty good.
And it's football too. It probably takes a few possessions to figure out how a team's trying to guard you, play against you, and stuff like that. So,
boy, rocking new era. As long as nobody gets injured, we should be good. Health is definitely going to be the main thing for sure.
Yeah.
My boy Chris says, to me, Purdy doesn't need to be Russell Wilson on moon balls, but just a deep ball would be nice for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure. My boy rocking new era says Purdy hasn't balled out yet, and offense still putting up 34. I mean, shit, I didn't think he balled out yesterday, and he still had 300 yards of like 300 yards throwing. So I mean, yes, it's 200 yards of Yak, but like, bro, 300 yards still 300 yards. Like,
he's doing what needs to be done, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I mean, at this rate, it's saying he's at least going to break the 4,000-yard mark. We haven't had a quarterback break the 4,000-yard mark in quite some time. So if he can get past 4,000, for me, I will be good with what Purdy has to offer. So we're definitely gonna see what's good on that end. My boy Chris M. Boy said Bay Soil definitely graded versus Apple Music. Man, shout out, boy. I hope if you're driving home right now,
man.
I appreciate you, my boy. We're gonna get on Apple Podcast soon. Just keep rocking with us, you know what I'm saying? They're definitely gonna
working on it. We're working on it.
Yes, big time working on that. Big news of the day came out mid-afternoon. The 49ers extend John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan to multi-year contracts. And I think I feel like Kyle had just literally gotten a multi-year extension on his contract. But like, how you feeling about being in the era of John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan for probably another 5 or 6 years at minimum?
I mean, I feel like they've earned it. You know what I'm saying? They've established a good culture, a good core set of players. So, you know what I'm saying? At least ride out the Nick Bosa contract. And as long as we keep getting better, he'll be around. You know what I'm saying? I expect this to, have that ultimate goal complete by then. But you feel me? We'll see. But you know what I'm saying? One day, one game at a time. But I'm satisfied with keeping him around, man. Keep us relevant, keep us competitive. That's all you can really ask for.
Yeah, no, I mean, like it could always be so much worse. And as much shit as we want to give Kyle Shanahan for what he did with Trey Lance, and not being able to really find a quarterback yet. We might have found it with Purdy, but I mean, bro, we're literally like relevant. The games be smacking. Like we're always on TV now. Like it's a whole bunch of assortment of things that kind of go into this contract. And watching them build the roster from what it was, I was talking shit when they came in with the brick by brick Montreal. But I mean, it's been like fruition, bro. They put the pieces in place. They brought in Trent Williams. They drafted George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, brought in Christian McCaffrey, brought in Ayuk or drafted Ayuk. I mean, like the defense has literally all been built through the draft pretty much. I'm okay with it. I'm good with the feeling I get when I go to Levi'S Stadium and watching our team play, bro. Like they be having that shit smacking, bro. So it's no surprise really that they got an extension, bro. I ain't gonna lie. My boy Rockin' New Era says, who was the last 49er receiver with 1,000 yards? That's going to be Brandon Ayuk last year.
I must say, didn't Ayuk do it last year? He like barely got over 1,000 in the last game.
Yeah, he got just over it, but my boy got 1,000. And then before that, it was Deebo for sure with the 1,500. My boy Tyler, my boy Chris says, Tyler need a multi-years contract after that news. Nah, facts.
Real.
Man, you definitely could go ahead and give me some money.
We're working on that.
You know, we're not going to go quite into next week as we have a little bit of time here with the break, man, on Thursday Night Football and everything. Kind of wanted to jump over really quickly to Fantasy Football Corner. Any matchups that you're looking like that you like this week for your team or that you want to kind of touch on? Anybody that's a for sure thing. Anthony Richardson is not playing this week. I'm very disappointed.
I know that
very
hurt
about that. But
this for me, to me, this is the last resort for Najee game. Like if you don't do something for us,
we are on the same page, bro.
You don't do something for us.
Go ahead, talk your shit. Yep.
You is in the doghouse, my brother. You're gonna have to get that 30 on the bench if you ever get it. So I'm expecting it to come this week. So I'm keeping my faith in Najee, man. He's looking a little slow out there, but
how many points does Najee Harris have to have in order to stay within the starting lineup this weekend versus the Raiders?
I need at least 15, man.
Yeah,
I need you to bring your hard hat and lunch pail and go to work, man. I can't. I'm holding hope, and then also too, I want to see Jahmyr Gibbs. I know Singletary got hurt, but they said he might come back. I don't know if he's questionable, he's playing or not. But Gibbs, I need you to wake up. That's for the league I got with Tone, and then my other league, who I got my boy Laporta. I got Laporta playing.
You picked the Laporta, okay, my boy.
Yeah. I swooped up on that in my other league, and then Trevor Lawrence. I need my boy Trevor Lawrence. He gotta step up and do his thing, man. It's time right now. So
I need
let me see.
I need Calvin Ridley and him to get going this week for sure. Got Calvin Ridley like 2 leagues, so I need to see Calvin Ridley do some things. And then my man's AJ Brown. I was feeling his frustration last week when he was howling at Jalen Hurts about not getting the football. So and this is my first year actually having him on a fantasy team, so I'm super juiced to see him actually bounce back in a major way this weekend. A lot of people picking them to lose to the Bucks. I don't think they're going to do that, especially to the Baker. So I want to see AJ Brown to go off this week. And then my man's, I want to see how my team does losing Nick Chubb, because I lost Nick Chubb last week. So did the Browns. So hopefully I got Jalen Warren in that league, Najee's backup. So if Najee doesn't do his thing, hopefully Jalen Warren does. But and last what I need to see is Travis Kelce. Need to see my boy bounce back. Chiefs offense go off. You know what I'm saying? Go crazy. So should be a good weekend of fantasy for sure. Looking forward to it. Watching a lot of football this weekend. Want to thank everybody for tapping in. Rocking New Era.
Appreciate you coming through.
Man, for sure, bro. I definitely appreciate you rocking New Era. My boy, you know what I'm saying? Chris M. Peace, y'all. Gotta get the daddy duties, you know what I'm saying? God, Guru. Shout out to Shout out to Guru. Have a great weekend, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Want to appreciate y'all fucking with us. Hit that like and subscribe button, man, for real. We're going to be back probably on Tuesday next week, going over the games from the weekend, and then we'll look forward to the Cardinals game for sure versus the Niners. You got any final thoughts, my boy?
Nah, man, like you said, just looking forward to the weekend of football. Niners got to get back in the groove of things. Enjoy the win today, then move on, get to it. Man, want to appreciate all y'all coming through to the soil, man. It's always love. Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications.
I did have one last question. Who you got tomorrow, Coach Prime or the Ducks?
It's gonna be tough. I don't know. I think I'm going Buffs. I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm going Buffs.
It's something about it, y'all.
21-point favorite, though. That's crazy to say that y'all
if
think.
you're betting money, I would bet money on the Buffs to cover at least. They might not win, but at this point, we're just riding with Coach Prime and the wave with Shedeur Sanders, man. Like, it just got a little bit of vibe, feng shui going until I see them really get. Once I seen them do what they did versus TCU, I'm like, all right, they can hang with the good teams at least. So
yeah,
I really want to see this game tomorrow at 12:30 up in Eugene, Oregon. But once again, I want to thank y'all again for tapping in with On Base Soil. Everyone have a good weekend. Peace out.